What's up guys, Boss here, and in today's video, I'm going to be playing the best minor wall breaker deck right now in the meta, which happens to be this deck right here. You guys might know who Remy Ellie is. He's insane with this deck. He finished 7th in the world with it last season, and it has the bomb tower in it. A card you don't see a whole lot of, I mean, in terms of the building usage rate, but it's really good in this deck because the tornado goes really well with it with the splash. You got the magic archer, which you can play at the bridge, and then line units up with the tornado to make sure it stays targeting the tower, and it gets so much value. Wall breakers too apply so much pressure for only 2 elixir and can often force such a huge response out of your opponent. Valkyrie is going to be a really nice tank, maybe tank for the wall breakers or just using it on defense. And then Spear Goblin is just a cheap card that is really good for cycle and kind of like the wall breakers, applying some pressure for only 2 elixirs. So 8-0 right now in this grand challenge. Let's head into the first match. Alright guys, in our first game here, and we can go ahead and go Spear Goblins at the bridge. I think it's, a great starting play just to apply a tiny bit of pressure. He's going to have a Zap, so Zap doesn't tell us a whole lot about what he's using, but usually it does mean an air deck, at least a good amount of the time. You think of it as Lava Loon potentially, but with the Tornado, it's making me think it might be Loon Cycle because Tornado Zap, it's that Executioner deck. Yeah, there you go. For me, usually when I see just a couple cards, I can usually try to pinpoint what my opponent's using. Well, guess what? We got a great matchup because we have a building and a tornado, which is a great response to the balloon. So we can go for a miner here to try to help take care of this executioner. And Magic Archer is going to deal a good amount of damage to it. I'll take it. Go Spear Goblin's other lane because the executioner had enough damage dealt to it. I don't need to do anything else. And yeah, I mean, I think we could get a lot of damage with Magic Archers at the bridge, and if I'm correct about it being Balloon, like I already said, we're going to have no problem whatsoever. The Fireball, too, is going to be great for defending the Balloon. By the way, you might be wondering, why does this deck have Fireball instead of Log? I think in this recent meta, because just Fireball is the most dominant spell, and there's a lot of Archer Queen, which Fireball does pretty good against, I think it just gets a little more value than Log, especially because there's not a lot of... Well, I mean, you have Log Bait Rascals, but that is winnable because the Magic Archer, Fireball, Bomb Tower gets so much value. And, I think it's fine not having Log, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay, thank goodness that Executioner didn't get another shot in the tower. That would have been really bad. So this guy has been, I guess you could say, pretty passive. I mean, I haven't been able to get much damage either, so we both it kind of has been a pretty slow start, I guess you could say, to the game, which happens sometimes. So we'll go Minor Spear Goblins in the opposite lane, and he's going to go for the Valkyrie, zap the Spear Gob, so I'll go for Wall Breakers again, and we'll see if he's just going to Minor. Could actually Tornado here to activate the King Tower, and he just messed up that Tornado. I don't know what he was doing there, but all I saw is I'm pretty sure the Wall Breaker's still connected, so... As I said, he definitely made a mistake there with that defense, and we end up taking the lead after that, actually. So I have this ready in case... Oh, wow, I don't know what he was doing there. So another mistake on defense, Magic Archer coming in, and then we got the Bomb Tower, which is going to be a great distraction for that Balloon, because it survives usually a Balloon hit. I mean, the Bomb Tower's up for a while, so I wasn't 100% sure, and it still was up for a while, and it still survived a Balloon hit, which was insane. Wall Breaker... making a beeline towards the tower, and that's gonna be GG. We have a super hard counter. I didn't even play the beginning of the game, I mean, that well. I mean, there was an Executioner that locked on, got a whole lot of damage, but didn't end up mattering. And after seeing the first 2 cards, I pretty much guessed it was Executioner Balloon, and sure enough, that's what it was. I mean, not a great deck, but not bad at the same time, because Executioner recently got buffed, and Balloon... definitely top 2 best win condition in the game right now. So 9-0 right now, only 3 more wins to go. See if we can get the 12 win. And we find this next one immediately. Here we go. So I'll probably go ahead and start with just a miner here in just a couple seconds. We don't need to do it immediately. Alright, now we'll do it because he just used 2 elixir. Great time to go ahead and do it. So Skeletons and Electro Spirit. So that doesn't... I mean, it means he has some sort of fast cycle deck. I don't know which one yet. Could be Hog. Looks like it's... I don't know if it's... Okay, it is Log Bait. I was going to say, I don't know if it is because it could be, like Hog Princess or something, but now after the barrel, you know it's Log Bait. Still, though, I don't know entirely what variation it is, if he's got a building or not. So we could go Magic Archer here to line up and get some shots, or not. That's cool. I didn't really want damage anyway. That's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Cool, cool, cool. I kind of want to get the king activated, though, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, I did take damage from the princess. That was on purpose, because if I played something to defend the princess, I wouldn't have been able to get the king activated there, so kind of had to make that decision, and it's probably going to be helpful, because since I don't have a small spell, like a log or a barb barrel, that's going to be decent. Wait a minute, does this guy have a... How did he already get back to another... Oh, never mind. I just thought I was not paying attention. I thought he had a mirror or something, but I realized his cycle's pretty fast, and I was not paying attention. I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, so we're definitely going to go in here now that the Tesla's expired. It's gotten taken care of. So Minor Wallbreaker's coming in with a Magic Archer. Potentially gonna go for a Tornado here to get us a couple one-chip shot. Okay, I mean, it did help us deal with the... Yeah, not gonna lie, I didn't start this game off very well either. You know, it's all good. You know, I'm not, Remy Ellie is insane with this deck, if you guys didn't know he is. I have him on my friends list, and sometimes I watch him and he makes some mistakes too, and then he just ends up bouncing back, you know. With this deck, you can turn things around so quickly. It just takes, you know, one good Magic Archer. And here we go. We could try to go for another here. I feel like we always have to play it at the bridge no matter what, just because if I don't, I feel like he can just spell it. So even if it doesn't end up connecting or I have to use my Tornado on something else, I don't want to play it in the back and he just goes for a rocket. That would, you know, surely not be a great thing for us, I guess. But I could play it higher up here, so this way he can't rocket it. And okay, so he goes for the rocket. So I'm going to have to make sure I don't drop anything to avoid giving him value. And instead, we're just going to pressure. He still needs 3 rockets, so I'm pretty confident. Okay, let's go for a Tornado here. And this time around, we end up getting a really nice Tornado. Let's go. Had a couple, you know, mistakes with the Tornado earlier, but that's what we like to see, that one. We go Magic Archer here to get us some more damage from the Princess being there. Go for a Valkyrie right now, and we have to avoid giving him rocket value. This is probably going to be a pretty close game. He is giving me fireball value, though, so you got to imagine I'm definitely going to take that, and that should probably be GG. I don't want to jinx it, but it's going to be really easy for me to get a... Or not. Well. Nope. Guess not. I thought I would be able to get back to a fireball. You know, I don't think I played that very well, so I mean, I'll take the loss. You know, I definitely think that was a game I could have won. All good though. So we'll just minor the archers here. He's got maybe Expo, which I think is kind of annoying just because it can be really hard to avoid an Expo lock. Of course you can win it if you play very well, but I think it's certainly a pretty difficult matchup. So we do line up here with the Magic Archer. It is more winnable though because I do have the Fireball. If I was using the variation with Log, it would be near impossible. So I am really happy I do have the Fireball. I'm gonna go ahead and Fireball now. And I guess go for a Tornado just to deal a little bit more damage to the Expo. And it'll be about a tie game, so that's perfectly fine that he got that huge Expo lock, because this way I still have my... Using that Tornado allowed me to not use a key card in the matchup, you know, like a Bomb Tower, which I'm gonna need to use occasionally on top of his Expos, so I'm fine with that. I just need to try to get to double Elixir as fast as I can. That's kind of what I hope, because single Elixir is a little rough, I'm not gonna lie, in this type of matchup, because he can literally just go, as you're seeing right now, just Tesla Expo, and there's not much I can do about it. So I'm gonna go for a Bomb Tower here, though. And then I guess we're going to tornado this again. I don't know if he's going to play something else at the bridge. Okay, so I guess we got away with that alright. We're still winning slightly, believe it or not, which is kind of hard to believe. But we are. So going into double now, which is a lot better because we can keep up with his cycle easier. And notice how I play this very passively. In this type of matchup, you have to, because it's very... Okay, that was an aggressive Expo. It's not going to work out for him because we could actually Fireball now because the Expo had enough damage dealt to it where it is not going to get any damage on top of our tower. And again, we're maintaining a very small lead. It's such a close game, but I'm liking the situation still. Just due to the fact... Okay, we could actually literally Magic Archer just for one shot. I know it seems ridiculous, but it's a great play in this type of matchup. So he's forced to drop the Expo higher up, so I can't Fireball. It's actually quite a smart play, I would say. We're going to do this. And yeah, we're fine. I think I definitely needed that bomb tower. It sucks I had to play it, but I think I for sure needed to drop one. We'll go Miner here. And he's not going to catch it. I don't know how he didn't catch that. I thought he would have predicted it in the front, but he didn't. So definitely a good Miner there by us. And... we should be good here. I'm just gonna Fireball all this. Okay, he just missed the Valkyrie with the Fireball. So a little bit unfortunate there for him. Miner gonna come in, be able to get some good chip shots on the tower. And... Okay, he goes... I don't know why he played those archers there, actually. Go for a high magic archer. And, okay, that was actually a... That was a bad... Okay, both of us kind of making mistakes here. Maybe I should just... shut up and focus on the game for a second. So we can just Miner in the back. He's going to catch it, sadly. I might try to get a lineup going here with the Magic Archer. Play it off to the right here. Maybe he doesn't expect it. We'll see. No, clearly he did expect it, sadly. Go Bomb Tower here. Surprised he's not trying to go opposite lane Expo at all. I feel like at this point he can't. That's probably why. Miner's getting on top of the tower. That's really nice. I feel like... Wait. Fireball coming in. Wait, I could actually line up with the Tesla. I just realized that. Boom! There we go. Tough matchup for sure. That's definitely a bad matchup because usually when I see someone use this deck and they play against Expo, most of the time they lose. Did I play it perfectly? No, definitely not. But I'm glad I played better at the end. And yeah, only one loss now, 10 wins. And I'll see you guys when I find the next match. Okay, in the next game here, so see what our starting hand's looking like. So we got wall breakers. We'll go ahead and do that right away. See what he wants to do from there. He's going to go Cage. So we'll go Spear Goblins at the bridge in the other lane and try to get a King Tower activation off of the Brawler because we could actually win this game depending on what the deck is. It could be very helpful. I mean, especially if it's Graveyard. I highly doubt it's Graveyard though, but even if it's Electro Giant, it's going to make things so much easier. And it's looking like it's Electro Giant or Golem, if I had to guess. So I don't want to say it's GG already. I mean, of course... It's not yet, but all I'm going to say is this is looking very, very good for us already. I'm going to Bomb Tower in front of this Queen. Okay, he's actually going to get the King Tower activated, so really nicely played on his end there. So I got to really watch out because if he goes Electro Giant at the bridge, it could get a little scary, but I think I'll be fine because I do have a Tornado in cycle, which is, you know, kind of decent against it. So the game plan here is to play the Spear Goblins out of range of the circle, and then Tornado the Electro Giant backwards to buy myself more time to DPS it down, and it's going to be really nice here that the King Tower is activated because had that not been the case, I would have taken a lot more damage than that. So we're fine. We're fine. That could have been a lot worse, and I did kind of regret playing that Bomb Tower on the Queen, but I did it just because, you know, I wanted to be safe. You know, I don't know. It's, Okay, that was a little aggressive of lightning. Yeah, I did it just to be safe, because with the queen, you never know. I don't know about that tornado there, so we'll... Valkyrie, felt like an overcommitment. I mean, it did force a Valkyrie out of me, so I guess it wasn't the worst, but... I don't know. No wall breakers here, because he's probably going to have to overcommit with the cage on top of it, which I'm fine with. I mean, now he won't be able to get an Electro Giant down right away. We'll pressure Miner in the opposite lane, and then we'll just go for a Tornado here. Obviously, you know, we're still going to have our Bomb Tower in rotation for the Electro Giant, so we should be fine. I'm going to go for an interesting Bomber there at the bridge. He might try to go with a Queen now that I just used my Valkyrie. I'm not sure, though. Let's see what he wants to do. Okay, that's definitely a Fireball. We're going to take that. Magic Archer's fine to play in this lane because he has way more damage on the right. And, yeah, we're in a pretty close game right now. He activates the Queen there really early on, I would say. Don't know if that's going to work out for him or not. Wallbreaker's going to take that out. Magic Archer is going to line up. That's really nice. It's actually going to give me the lead. Yeah. Great defense. Great defense. Ooh, I just gave him a good lightning, though. We got to be careful about that. Okay, so... Ooh, double Wallbreaker connection. That's huge. That is huge. Spear grabs just to, you know, make sure. And we are good. Minor Wallbreakers coming in. Magic Archer to line up. I think one of the Wallbreakers is going to connect. Oh. This should be game, right? Magic Archer and then Valkyrie to protect. Yes, sir. That's a really good... It's a really good play. Well, it's not game, but really it is. Because I don't see him taking my tower. I just don't see that happening. I feel like I'm just at the point I can pretty much just spam, because I really just need a couple. I could actually literally just do this just to get, yeah, like, I mean, there you go, and then ignore the Queen, cycle 2 Fireballs, and that's GG. Pull the Electro Giant all the way on the other side of the map, because the sight range of it is ridiculous, and yep, that's GG. Pretty good matchup, I'd say. I mean, any deck that has a building and a tornado is typically going to do quite well against Electro Giant. So, you know, if you don't like Electro Giant, probably the deck for you. I mean, usually no issue. Just gives them a lot of trouble in defending. So, 11-1 right now. I'm feeling pretty confident I'm going to get the 12. We'll see, though. I feel like I'm going to get it, though. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this is our final game. I mean, we'll see. Johnny X Gamer. So, immediately go for split wall breakers. I think the best starting play for this, and we'll see what he wants to do in response. You can go Tombstone. So we'll just go Miner. Tombstone could mean Lava, and Lava is definitely not easy. Graveyard, potentially. So in this type of matchup, if you can get the King activated, that's really good. So Magic Archer lining up, and it is in fact going to be Graveyard. So I think we should Fireball this, and then go for a Tornado just to help kill everything, and that was a interesting tornado on his end. I think he didn't expect me to tornado and kill all that, so that's why he did it. Okay, this is gonna be... I don't know what this matchup is. I think it's not gonna be too easy, because he does have Bard Barrel and Tornado, and the Graveyard could be a little tricky for me to defend, considering I do only have one good counter to it for the most part, the Spear Goblins. Valkyrie, I guess, is decent, and I could try to block the bridge with the Valkyrie, the Bomb Tower, but I think it's for sure not easy. He doesn't have NATO in cycle, so Miner, you know, in the spot he doesn't predict is, of course, going to be a pretty solid play here, I'd say. We can just go Valkyrie. I'm not going to Magic Archer this time around because there's a chance he could have predicted it since I did it last time, and I feel like it's a little bit aggressive because it could allow him to build a massive Graveyard push. I will Fireball this, though. I mean, it's a 4-for-3 trade, but I feel like the Tombstone is just annoying. I don't want it to stay up for too long. So, I'll... yeah, let's Magic Archer now because he just dropped that Mega Minion. Let's do it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just Miner here on defense. He does go for a pretty aggressive Tornado, but I think that was worth it. We're not going to take too much damage. Yeah, we're fine. So, yeah, that was definitely a good Magic Archer there. And going into double with the lead. Graveyard, obviously, though, going to have a advantage in double elixir. He's going to give me a free Fireball, though. I'll take that for sure. Probably just going to set up a Magic Archer here. Maybe try to, like, force a... Oh, okay, that was a good We're gonna go ahead and bomb tower just to keep the magic archer alive. And okay, let's see here. Does he tornado? Doesn't look like it. So we'll miner now. Just gonna go wall breakers. Let's first fireball this out of the way. And there we go. Perfect time now to go in for... Ooh, that tornado actually helped me. You guys, you can see it pulled the wall breaker forward. Really, really clutch timing there. I'll take that. Spear Goblins to bait something out, and then Magic Archer line up. Calling it right now. I think we could just do this and end the game. And that is GG. Well played. Worst feeling, you know, I feel like if you're him right now, worst feeling having that Magic Archer just be lined up on the tower, you know, repeatedly shooting over and over, knowing there's nothing you can do. Very sad way to go out, but for me, you know, very cool way to win and get another easy 12. We end our 10-win curse, winning 3 grand challenges in a row. If you guys didn't know, I had like 5 10 wins in a row. It was really depressing, but yeah, there we go. We end up getting it 12-1 right now. Let's go ahead and open up this chest. And yeah, hope you guys did end up enjoying the video. I'd say this is a pretty, you know, high skill deck, no champions. So, and I mean, it's good in the meta. So yeah, I would definitely give it a try. I'm gonna get a legendary here. That just means probably free gold for us, because I'm pretty sure I got every single one either maxed or can be upgraded to maxed. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I forgot if I already said this, but yeah, make sure to like the video if you guys did enjoy it, subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already, and thanks again. Until next time, guys.